G'day guys, Mr. Oz Adventure here. This was my most adventurous ride, and still is, ever. Keep watching this one, you'll love it. We're still in Tasmania in this video, and you may remember in the last one that Dave and I parted ways with Jay and headed north from Freycinet National Park towards Ben Lomond. We'd finished the last video in Avoca, had a little lunch break, and then we headed north to try and work our way around the huge mountain in front of us, which was Ben Lomond. We're trying to go up that mountain, up Jacob's Ladder, but we had to go around the mountain first and come up from the north. Most sensible people would have taken this route from Avoca to Ben Lomond, the quick and easy way. Given that it was already midday, we would have had a nice cruisy afternoon riding up there and all would have been well. The more adventurous people would have taken this route, the twisty way, some back roads around Ben Lomond to the right of the mountain instead of taking the main roads. That seemed like a better option. So that was the way we went, just with a little bit of a twist, and things got adventurous.
Oh, how good is this? Bit of a dirt road to get to this little twisty section here. Man, all sports bikes guys would miss out on this. I'm pretty sure there's going to be gravel on the other side of it. Oh yeah, loving this.
Instead of continuing on the twisty bitumen section, we had spotted a dirt road, a logging road that went across from Ross Arden over to Blessington, around the left-hand side, the western side of Ben Lomond. We thought that looked like a more adventurous option, but it was actually a bit shorter, so we thought we'll take that and see how we go. It didn't look like it'd be that difficult. Just your typical logging road that Tasmania is full of.
I reckon it'll be this one, because there's lane there.
Yeah, right.
So I reckon it's this road between one.
Road closed. Interesting. Bridge work ahead. The bridge might be down. Oh well, there goes that idea. Back to the bitumen. Oh, there we go. Or maybe not. I don't know if this is going to take us anywhere or just lead us into the bush to a dead end. Only one way to find out. Fucking hell. Well, I said I didn't want to do any mountain goat type single track things today, but looks like this is where it's sort of heading to. This is alright at the moment.
Right, mate?
Yeah, if it stays like this, it'll be alright. I just got to that puddle and went, oh, which way did you go? Looking for the...
Where we're going?
Yeah.
Towards the mountain, that's all I know. know.
Yeah.
But it's hard pack, it's not slippery.
Nah, nah.
It's good. As long as you're happy.
Yeah, if it stays like this, it'll be alright.
Yeah, it's right.
It's easy. There's Ben Lamond in front of us, the big mountain. You can see it. Will this road take us to it? Road, track. Seems to be taking us around the other side of the mountain now. We were trying to get around it to the left. This seems to be veering back around to the right. Oh, now it's getting single track stuff. Almost.
Keeps going, but I don't know where it goes.
Yeah, it could end up the end of a cliff or anything.
It's getting harder and harder to see.
Yeah.
I think we'll just go back there. It'll have us back towards that other main road anyhow. So.
It looks like it's heading back around in that direction, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's a good ride, though.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, that main track, that's easy enough.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That was a bit slippery. How cool is that? There's the back end of Ben Lomond right there. Just popped out of the slippery foresty area onto a bit more of a maintained trail here. How good's that? Oh man. That's where we're trying to get to, up there.
At this point I was feeling pretty positive, but the track was about to deteriorate just a little bit.
I just had a moment back here on this big rock, came around the tree, hit that big sharp rock there in the middle, flung the bike sideways. Managed to keep it upright, but this is hard work. I'm pretty tired today, and this is not what I wanted to be doing, but I'm going to look back on it and go, man, that was awesome. But right now I just want to get out of it. I'm feeling it.
Any trouble, mate?
Yeah, oh god, I just had a moment back there on a big rock.
Alright.
Oh, I didn't drop it.
These yellow markers, there's been something through here not that long ago. All the ribbons on the trees.
Yeah,
So it's got to go somewhere.
yeah,
Keep following it.
yeah. We'll have to, I think.
Oh, well,
We're in now.
around.
That didn't sound too good. This is all, it's doable, but it's not V-Strom country, really. Fuck me.
It's up to you, mate, or we can go back. It's not very deep, it's only about that deep.
Yeah. On the right side?
Yeah, I went on the right side, just straight through, sort of aimed towards that leaning over tree, just on that side of it.
Yeah.
There's a little hole in there, but it's not bad.
Wasn't pretty, but
Piece of fish.
yeah. Fuck, I'm glad I got that bash plate. Holy fuck. Yeah.
I'll stay this side, I'll jump off the other side.
Did I film that? Yep.
Hey,
I filmed it.
did you?
Yeah. It's not V-Strom country.
No. Might just go through mine or something. Want me to get it up there for you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm fucked now. This is the shit I didn't want to be doing today. I'm so fucking tired now. I've got to get up that steep hill. Where the fuck does the track go?
So that sound you heard just then, and then the silence that followed it, was the Sena Bluetooth unit ripping off my helmet. I didn't know it at the time. I had no idea that it had been taken off my helmet until an hour or so later, maybe. To this day, my Sena probably is sitting in the forest in that same spot. Who knows? So the way that I had been recording my audio for the previous few years up until this moment in time was through the Sena backpack on my GoPro camera. So the audio was being recorded straight through my Sena unit into the camera. Now that the Sena unit was lying in the bush, I had no more audio, and this was the last time I would ever record a video in this way. And this was the end of me using the GoPro as a helmet camera. My current camera is a Sony, and I did have it at this time, but I'd only just gotten it and I'd never mounted it to the helmet before. Just got it before the trip. I did use that for the rest of the trip, but there were issues because I just didn't have time to test it and set it up properly, and it was all just a mad rush and travelling. And anyway, getting back to this ride, it was such a battle getting through all these thick ferns and everything. There was a drop off to the left that you couldn't really see in the video there, and the trail was full of rocks and everything that I couldn't see underneath my wheels. With all the ferns in front of my face, had no idea what the ground was like, so I kept hitting rocks and kept having slight little tip overs and just picking the bike back up again. And there was the ever-present little drop-off every now and then on the left-hand side, so I was very wary of dropping the bike to the right if I was going to drop it in any direction.
We've been in here for hours. I've already fallen off in the creek and now I'm trapped. The bike is on top of my foot. I can't get out. Dave! Lucky I didn't hurt my foot there. It's a little bit sore, but not too bad. I'm really having trouble. I don't have this sort of experience. I do now. Fucking soaking wet. Last foot, hands, everything, body. Fuck. I just want to get out of here. Get to the other side. Holy shit. Jesus, how far to go?
Looking back now from the comfort of my house, editing this a couple of years on, I can hear the fear in my voice because at the time it was getting late in the day and we really didn't know if we were going to get out of there that day. We didn't know how we were going to get out, when we were going to get out. The prospect of spending the night out there in the cold bush was very real in my mind at the time. Eventually the track opened up again and it became a little bit easier to see where we were riding, but there were still obstacles to overcome. There were a few logs that had fallen over the track, and I can tell you, getting two heavily loaded V-Stroms over logs in the bush on uneven surface is a bloody challenge when you're absolutely exhausted to begin with. But oh man, it was satisfying getting it done and getting the bikes out of there. And eventually we came to a clearing at the end and found the logging track again.
Yeah. I'm covered in mud, fucking head to toe. Look at the bike.
That's an experience, isn't it?
Holy shit.
That's an experience money can't buy.
I think you're right now, yeah. This has to be way out for sure.
If they're taking logs out of here, there's got to be a way out.
There's got to be a trucking route. I have to check the bike right over, have a good look at everything. I think it'll be alright. It's only had a few like gentle drops on the side, a few scratches, that's all. Had a few big things with the old B&B, but it's pretty solid.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, we come out from there, buddy.
I was starting to get worried.
I was starting to think, if we've got to turn around and go back, we won't get out today.
Yeah, I'm just worried about that river in front of us that the maps are showing up, but there's got to be a way through.
There'll be a way out.
Yeah.
Now.
I'd been worrying for some time how we're going to cross this river ahead of us on the map, but thankfully it was after we joined the logging road, so the way across was quite easy. And it turned out to be the same logging road that we were on earlier after we'd turned the wrong way onto it and found the other side of the bridge that was closed to us earlier on in the day. So after about 20 minutes we had to turn around and go in the other direction, and eventually made our way out to civilization again and ended the night in Scottsdale for a well-deserved few beers in the pub and a good night's sleep. What a day that was. And that was only our second day in Tasmania. Still had 11 to go. Stay tuned for more adventures.